welcome to Penrith Stadium, a crowd of around about 7,000 or 8,000. That's really the only negative I can think of, because this would have been lovely, packed to capacity at around about 22,000. But there's a segment of the crowd, and 7,500 people are going to get, I'm sure, a bonza night of entertainment. I mean, as finals go, it probably doesn't get any better than this. Defending premiers versus the minor premiers. Penrith, the youngest team in the finals. Exciting to watch, and taking the minor premiership by a commanding margin. And the Roosters, the oldest team in the finals, Foundation Club Premiership winners 15 times and hunting for a three-peat this year. Peter Sterling is with me with Andrew Johns, as Aaron told you. And the Roosters coming out. It's got all the ingredients, Peter.
And it's got the intrigue, Ray, of the champions. Can they get themselves back off the canvas? The knockout punch last week delivered. And, of course, the home side here just looking to continue the momentum. Can they take that type of football that has been so successful this far into finals?
James Tedesco looking for a big one, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Inexperienced halfback in Cole Flanagan, and also inexperienced dummy half in Freddie Lussick. So he'll need to control the plays around the ruck. He'll need a big one tonight for the Roosters.
So the Panthers yet to come out. 15 wins in a row. Only the third club in the NRL era to do that. And only the second team in Premiership history to take a 15-game winning streak into the finals. The other, ironically, was the Roosters, or Eastern Suburbs, in 1975. Well, it's been a tough year, hasn't it? And this season, of course, got away to a 2-week start and then punctuated. It's been a year of grief and heartache, and of course this area here at Penrith, it was no exception. They were big losers out here. So I hope Rugby League has done something about making a little bit of entertainment for people during this COVID period.
Despite that toughness, Ray, I'm yet to see anything phase this young man here, Nathan Cleary. I'm sure his coach has told him not to overplay his hand tonight. Just play good field position, keep the pressure on with his short kicking game, and direct his troops as he's done all season. And he's just got the right head for Origin, for finals football and for Origin football.
Getting ahead of ourselves there just a tad, but that's going to continue. Some great football on Channel 9 and the network. Grand Final live, Origin live, and this fellow, of course, has done some amazing things for the Panthers. Jerome Luai. The combination has been together since Harold Matthews' time. Nathan Cleary and Jerome Luai. Penrith will run from right to left. They said we'd never make it. But here are the finals, ladies and gentlemen. Cleary kicks off. They're running to the northern end, and it'll come down about 10 metres away from the Roosters line. And Wairia Hargreaves makes good metres out towards the 20. So the Morris twins are back together again, with Brett back in the side tonight, along with Joseph Manu. That should solidify that right edge defence for the Roosters that Cody Walker and company were able to butcher last weekend. Boyd Cordner now. He'll play the ball 40 metres out from his own line. Lussick is the dummy half. And this is Lee Yu taking the ball just into Panthers territory. So Lussick getting it away to the right side and to Flanagan. And his kick is a towering thing that comes down to Dylan Edwards, and he'll play the ball just outside his own 20-metre line. Mansour, Josh, he's certainly the elder statesman of the back line. There's 6 years between him and the next eldest player in the back line. So Penrith out towards the 40-metre line. First carry of the night then for Brian To'o, and now for James Tamu, the captain, bound for West Tigers next year. Coruscant, one of 3 players in this Penrith side that has experienced grand final victory, as he goes into dummy half again. Off the back of James Fisher-Harris, the kick is high and going down towards the 10, with Tedesco bringing it back. He's put down by Isaiah Yeo and Api Coruscant. Now for Daniel Tupou. He's been stringing some tries together of recent times. Daniel Tupou, 8 tries in his last 6 games.
He's a real target too on that side up against Brian To'o.
So this is Angus going to ground the ball eventually. Angus Crichton, get 2 of them in the game. One on either side of the halfway line. Stephen, of course, has been outstanding this year. And the tackle from Fisher Harris was really strong on Flanagan. I couldn't find anything wrong with it, and Edwards it is that carries it back, and he can't get to ground. So Luai gives him some assistance, which you can do. Now it's Mansour.
That's what the Roosters like to do down this end of the field, is to muscle up defensively, get the opposition going backward to slow down the play the ball. It's already 3 against Penrith, and they're only just to the 20. Fisher Harris on a flat start, picks up a couple.
Because they played the first round of the competition this year.
6 again against Angus Crichton. Caught him out there,
Coruscant playing the ball back to Dylan Edwards. That match was played here and won by Penrith. And that's Yo backing it up towards the halfway line. Tauke Aho involved in the tackle with Cordner. Now for Tamo. So James playing it back again for Coruscant to sweep it away to Yo, who throws a big dummy and almost breaks through. He does break the tackle of Wairia Hargreaves. He plays it though on the 30-metre line. Quickly away to Cleary. Cleary on to Kickout. And Kickout will play the ball inside the 20 on 5. Luai, Cleary now. And Morris, Josh Morris above the pack. And a penalty. They've taken him from the ground in the field of play and put him back in the in goal.
Yeah, Dylan Edwards there. Couldn't resist it. It's a fine take from Morris. And that young man there, he just couldn't resist the temptation. Once he hit the ground, tackle's completed there. You can't come in with a second motion.
So the ground looking in perfect condition, and Brad Fittler can attest to that. Hey, mate, how are you?
Good evening, Ray. And I've got to say, James Tedesco can as well. I saw him getting interviewed before the game, and he came across the grass and he said how beautiful it looked. And everyone's back in the Panthers tonight, but I've got to say, on a full moon, Ray, funny things happen on a full moon.
Well, nobody would know better than you. Wairia Hargreaves played that ball. Now it's Lee Yu.
That was To'o. He picked up Big Jared and dropped him, a winger.
So now Tauke Aho. And he'll play the ball just outside the Penrith 30-metre line. Lee Yu, and out the back they go to Cleary. Cleary to Cordner, and Cordner is beautifully tackled over there by Naden. Now it goes to Cleary. They're working the blind side. Josh Morris! He dives in to score. Wow. Well, they pumped away at a short blindside, and they've scored wide out.
And again, the centre, Brent Naden, that's what they look for. Struggling to get back into his defensive position, so it's a different formation for the opposition there for Penrith. And on Harvey Norman replay, they played it very quickly, and they put the try scorer, Morris, into space there from that quick play of the ball, but recognising that the defence was different to what the normal setup would be.
Well, they had plenty of numbers there. Have a look again from that high shot from behind. You count the numbers. Dylan Edwards actually goes in the defence line. And Brett Naden, he just gets nervous. You can see they go to the short side. There's 2 defenders. He'll push into the line, Dylan Edwards. 3 on 3, but just... Yeah, the centre there, Brett Naden, just didn't listen to his fullback. Freddie?
On the back of a beautiful run by Boyd Cordner, poked his nose through the line, got the quick play of the ball. The other thing that was noticeable was look at Kyle Flanagan sweeping on the inside. He got the attention of Naden and also Dylan Edwards. That allowed the space on the left-hand side for Morris to score the first try.
Well, it's to be remembered they scored the first try against South last weekend. Somebody had to say it.
I knew where you were going.
A little bit of deja vu.
But the opposition, they had a remarkable record this year in the opening 20 minutes of games. It's told they've only conceded 24 points.
Reminds me of that round 1 encounter. Penrith got themselves behind 12-0 early in the game. And so here's Flanagan from the sideline. 24 metres out. Not getting any help from the crowd behind him. And Flanagan's kick is looking good. Beautiful kick by the youngster. I thought they had him covered.
Stay behind it. Just got to wait for that clock, Nathan. Still 10 seconds, mate. It's time you run here, boys.
So back at Penrith Stadium, and 6-0 the score in favour of the defending premiers for 2 years, of course. The Roosters have been the champions. Here's Crichton taking it outside the 30-metre line. Play in the centre of the ground. Isaiah Yeo doing the defence work on Crichton. Wairia Hargreaves, that's a dangerous tackle by Kickoff.
Easy, Jared.
I mean, it probably wasn't high on the Richter scale, but you can't do this. You can't lift them above the horizontal.
It'd be interesting to know if he has any carryover points. I'd say that it's a bit of trouble there.
So here's Crichton having a busy start for the Roosters. Angus Crichton. He was born in Temora, as was Liam Martin on the other side of the halfway mark. 25 away from the line, down the centre, the Roosters looking to strike again. Taukeaho. You can see the 10. Here they come to Liu. And he's pulled down about 3 metres out. He's a good player. Lussick then for Crichton, and Crichton, he's not over the line, he's short. 5 gone. A barge over attempt there by the number 9, Lussick. Sutton looking at it. I don't know, and I don't think Jared does either.
I'm on last tackle. I have a try. Just confirm that Freddie Lussick retains possession and gets the ball to the ground.
Well, a string of quick play the balls from the Roosters, really winning the ruck in this attacking zone. And Lussick on the last, after the quick play the ball from Crichton. Burrows, Luai tries to do his best. He gets support coming in. Don't forget, it's gone up a try. And that's not going to tell us anything.
Well, it's down for sure. And the referee was right there. He was behind the play.
It's a big moment if it is a try for young Lussick, the younger brother of Darcy and Joe. And he's only playing his 5th game. And has he got it to the ground? And I don't think they're going to be able to give any help from upstairs, which will mean it's a try.
Where the ball is after contact. It appears that Freddie Lussick always maintains control.
He gets it down there. It's down.
Well, you're confident, Andrew, so that means it's a try.
Thank you.
I can't see the ball.
Well, the referee was right there, so you can see the referee right behind there. And he obviously sees the ball go down there. Look, he's in the best position of anyone.
Yeah, I think you're making your point beautifully.
Thanks, Rabs.
And the celebration has started right there with the ball, in their opinion, finding the ground, but they might be accused of having some bias in their celebrations. But it certainly looks like upstairs is not going to have any way of helping anybody.
The on-field decision of ball grounded will be supported.
So there you go.
And it was set up, that try, by a tremendous charge.
Crichton?
By Angus.
Yeah.
He played a lot of schoolboy rugby union. This is going back to his schoolboy rugby union days. Look at Angus. Harvey Norman replay. He gets down and charges and then pulls the defence out of shape, and then Freddie Lussick just gets on the back of that. But it was Angus. Watch this for a charge. Gets his head down. Somehow they stop him. And on the back of that, on the Harvey Norman replay, Freddie Lussick just goes over one-on-one. And great work from the young dummy half.
Well, as I said, it's just his 5th top-grade game. And he's obviously from a good pedigree, but that was a gutsy effort
Well, in
And,
12 months, he's only played 4 games.
That's right.
Because of no second tier. Probably Freddie knows more. Freddie Fitler, but by all accounts, he's an incredibly fit player. Trains the house down. This is a big kick, this one.
Flanagan then from 12 metres in and 20 metres out for 2 out of 2. Beautiful kick to convert earlier. This one might be getting away. It is.
Waiter, mate. It's time you run here, guys.
Finals footy on 9. Coming to you from Penrith Stadium, and 10-0 to score in favour of the Roosters with a blinding start to the game, Brad.
Yeah, just talking about Freddie Lussick. They reckon when they get on the mats, the Roosters, not many can go past Jared Waddell-Hargreaves. He's the big dog. But they reckon little Freddie Lussick's the one that challenges him all the time.
What's that in the wrestling, Freddie?
That's in the wrestling, mate.
Okay.
So Cordner working on that left side, which is occupied by Josh Morris. And Luke Cleary is obviously working away on that left side as well. They featured in the first try as they come now to Flanagan on the right side, and he puts it down and into the arms of To'o. And Brian will play the ball. They're all so young, these Penrith outside backs, 23 or 24-year-old. Most of them are sort of 20, 22. That's what I said about Josh Mansour with the ball now. He's 30 years of age. 30-metre line underneath Mansour as he plays the ball. This is Crichton. Stephen turned 20 only 10 days ago. James Tamo.
Because they're winning the ruck, the Roosters, and the speed of the defensive line. They're lucky to move the ball 20 metres instead of 6.
Is Martin pulled down in a copybook tackle by Cordner, I think. Tauke Aho had a part in it, but I think it was Cordner's conventional tackle that brought him down, Martin. He's a real terrier too. He's hard to pull down. He's so vigorous with his running.
Roosters start that set of 6 on their own 20. Let's see how far they roll forward in 5 tackles.
Tupou accused of milking. This is Brett Morris.
They've also had 65% possession as well in these opening 10 minutes. So they're on a roll, and Tedesco looking to go through the middle, and does.
Almost to the 40-metre line. James Tedesco, Lussick, Tauke Aho, Crichton. And he's inside 30, looking to pop it out the back, but Kickow wedges the ball against his chest. And played back for Lussick to go away for Cleary to put the right foot underneath it. It's gone down to the 10-metre line, and Brian To'o knocks on. Well, advantage again to the Roosters.
And that's the big difference between the both teams. The Roosters marched the ball down from their own 20, and they got an attacking kick. This was a run by Tedesco around the ruck. The forwards under fatigue, Penrith, and on the back of that go forward, are unable to put an attacking kick. That's the game. Get your sets down there and build some pressure with those attacking kicks. You're putting the opposition under a lot of pressure.
So it's a case of all hands on deck for Penrith right here as Cleary turns it back on the inside for Tedesco, pushing up.
Set play that one.
2 metres out from the line, and the pads you can see. Away it goes then to Liu. He's already done some good things, but it doesn't come as a surprise. He's a good player. Now Lussick and Cleary, they combine with Flanagan, and then Tedesco to Brett Morris. And he's swarmed upon by the Panthers. They're going to try and put him into touch. And they succeed in doing so. Held him off the ground, put him on the human chair and put him over the line.
Yeah, good defence. the Penrith players react to that. I think the cutout pass was really needed there from Tedesco. Could have been better served just to go on to see here the set play. He throws a cutout pass. If he goes to Manu, he might have done some exploring well away from the sideline and got close with support. When they arrive in numbers, they hold the ball carrier up, keep the momentum in the tackle and drive him over the sideline.
It's a big test for the young Panthers.
So there's the scrum. 10 metres out, right in front, and that can be put down as a little victory portion of the game to the Panthers.
Well, here's a big test now for the young halfback, Nathan Cleary. They've been under all sorts of pressure the opening 14 minutes of the game. They've got a set start from the halfway. What he does on the end of this set could decide the next 4 or 5 minutes of this game. He's got to build some momentum.
Tamo now. Then Cleary. And this is James Fisher-Harris. Inside the 40-metre line to the northern end. And it's gone back to Yo. Another youngster from the country centre of Dubbo. And Coruscant away, Cleary in, turning it to Tamo. Crichton is underneath, Liu up the top with Lussick. Coruscant then, Yo, ball out in front, and then Fisher-Harris is taken by Wairia Hargreaves and Freddie Lussick. Last tackle now for the Panthers, and Luai got it away to kick out, and Mansour has scored for the Panthers. The flying Mr. Mansour.
Last tackle. Have a try. Just clearing the touchline, touch and goal, mate.
Yeah, keep your eye on Brett Morris. They decide to run the play on the last play.
Wow.
Josh Mansour jumps from the field of play and grounds the ball in the in goal. We have a decision.
Now the Panthers decide to run the ball on the last play, and they'll attack the gap around Joseph Manu. And watch Brett Morris. He's back waiting for the kick. Harvey Norman replay. You see the wing is just a little bit back, which enables kick out just that half a metre to get in behind Manu and set up his winger. It's a great option and a good handshake.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, given his time again, Morris would show more faith in Manu one-on-one with kick out and stay with his man. They scored that on the back of the defence at the other end, forcing the Roosters over the sideline. They got a penalty, came down the length of the field, and they were able to convert that into points. So they had to be the next to score, and they are.
So 10-4 the score in favour of the Roosters. Josh Mansour, the try scorer. Brad Fittler, sideline.
Yeah, at the moment, all tries on the back of penalties. We had someone being dragged over into their in goal. We had the high tackle where Wairia Hargreaves was tipped on his head, and then the penalty there to the Panthers. Looks like discipline's going to be the key tonight.
So, little coach's box celebration for Ivan and Trent Barrett. And from the sideline now for Nathan Cleary.
Well, Trent puts their attack together. He might have just been congratulated there by the coach. It might have been one of his.
Kick is getting away.
Okay, mate. Still 10 seconds, Kyle. Stay behind it there. It's time you run here, boys.
So back at Panthers Stadium. And 10-4 the score in favour of the Roosters. And Tamo, their captain, carries it back outside the 10. Taken there by Liu. Now for To'o. And Brian will play the ball on the 20-metre line. James Fisher-Harris at full pace. Tough run. 30-metre line. Yo backs him up. Crichton involved in the defence with Cordner, but the man low was Wairia Hargreaves. Now for Nathan to go to Martin. And Cleary immediately in position to take the kick, and it's gone high down to Tedesco, and he lets it bounce. James, he's going to come away from his own line. He got rid of Luai, falls over the bouncing Mr. Tedesco, and he'll play the ball under the tackle of kick out.
And great enthusiasm on the kick chase there from Jerome Luai, but you have to go down as one unit. You cannot go down staggered in kick chase against Tedesco.
Cordner. Taukeaho. Tupanua coming off the bench tonight with Lindsay Collins, Nat Butcher and Mitchell Orbison called into the bench role tonight at the expense of Lachlan Lamb. Away it goes to Cleary, and then Tedesco threw a ball, and the referee has said it went forward. So
All up.
the pendulum swings to Penrith.
A great hustle from Brett Naden, saw the threat and watched the reaction of the right centre. They had an overlap. Watch Naden, he'll see the threat, watch him sprint. Puts pressure on Tedesco. Tedesco forces the play. Great reaction from the centre.
It's a good shot to have a look at it. It indicated or verified the referee was right. It did go forward, out of the hands of the tackled Tedesco.
Wait for the out. Out.
So Penrith come up with the ball on their own 40-metre line, and that is Stephen Crichton underneath the tackle from the other Crichton. So Crichton tackles Crichton.
Oh, see that footwork then from kick out.
Played then and gone from Coruscant through Yo. It's out with Tamo. He's on the 40-metre line, as you can see. Down Roosters end. Yo. Looking at a little gap, and it closed. Ball being played on the 30-metre line now. This is James Fisher-Harris. Here's 5, the tackle count expiring, and the boot of Cleary. The jump is on, and that's Joseph Manu. Right up above the pack.
He's just really made a determined effort to take that one. Manu, Tedesco was looking at him and vice versa. And he took on the responsibility, and a strong take in the end. Been a really good reaction from Penrith after trailing by 10.
Tupou. Taukeaho. Just harking back to that round 1 game. As I said, they were down 12-0. And they came home and won 20-14. Here's Mansour, the try scorer for the men in black. Cleary comes bouncing away. Now for Edwards, weaving a little passage through the middle. And that's hurt.
Wairia Hargreaves, the crowd are baying for blood in regards to the tackle from JWH. And there's the penalty.
So it's a high shot, the referee.
And on report.
He's on report, so he's obviously been tipped to by the bunker. Even though you wonder why, looking at that picture. Brad?
He did a good job there, Dylan Edwards, finding a little bit of space. The big difference in at the moment, when the Roosters come down and down Penrith's end, their first couple of tackles, they're so tight in defence. That's why Penrith are having a lot of trouble bringing the ball out of their own end.
How do you handle these matches, Brad? Penrith versus Sydney Roosters.
Oh, I love it, Ray. It's just, it's very hard not to get caught up with what Penrith have done this year. They've been absolutely brilliant, and, they're so big in the community of the footy team, and of course the Roosters, I'm a Rooster, mate.
They paid for their houses on the harbour.
It's Fisher-Harris. Coruscant showing and then double pumping and getting it to Cleary. So Nathan to play the ball. Third tackle gone. Now Luai coming across and giving it to kick out. So Viliami about to play at 12 metres out. Held by Wairia Hargreaves, who's on report. And then Yo, then Cleary, now Martin. And it's come out the back, no knock on, play on. Edwards for Cleary! And Nathan Cleary has scored!
Okay, Chiz, that will
right
be
under the black dot.
Yeah, just roll the ball out the back here.
Let's make sure that ball is lost
And
backwards
it
by
took
Penrith and
the
not
Roosters
lost
by
forward
surprise
into a
here.
defender.
I think it's a deliberate offload out the back that rolls, and Edwards. Beautiful ball play here, just comes to his left, and nice hole running from Nathan Cleary. He's normally the man putting players through. Well, on this occasion, he recognised there was a chance. Liam Martin here, spinning in the tackle. Well, he actually does lose it.
Well, goes onto his leg and goes backwards
yeah.
onto Cleary's leg.
Well, he obviously hasn't been called tackle.
Liam Martin has lost the ball backwards.
Play on.
That's all you needed to know. It came off
Picked up by Dylan Edwards.
off Martin and gone backwards. And the rest is on your screen right now.
And grounded in the in goal by Nathan Cleary. We have a decision.
So they've struck back. And it should be level in just a moment or so.
And you could see the game plan there in the attack. They came to the left and got kick out one-on-one with Cole Flanagan and then moved the ball back to the right, Harvey Norman replay, with their back rower, Liam Martin, one-on-one with Cleary, which then gets the offload, and look what it does to the defence. It just pulls the defence apart. Getting their back rowers one-on-one with the halves, this will show up beautifully. Players in motion around Cleary, gets him one-on-one, Liam Martin on Cleary, gets an offload, and then their key players play together.
So Nathan Cleary scoring the try, and he's about to try and convert and bring the game to dead level.
I know that was scrappy there from Liam Martin, but the offload in today's game is such a weapon, because there are so many structures and shapes that teams are used to and they defend well against. When you throw something different at them and get that second phase play going, it's tough to defend. All locked up, 10-all.
Five seconds.
So as you come back, the ball sailing down to the southern end for Edwards to give it away, and a charging run. I think that's Leota.
Oh, yeah.
Who's out there now.
He's
And
on the back fence.
he came on with a full tank of petrol. Moses, he came, as Peter said, off the back fence. He started his warm-up at Mulgara Road. James Fisher, Harris, Nathan Cleary, and now for Viliame Kikau. Brad Fittler's sideline.
Once again, Ray, another try on the back of a penalty. And the big part about the offload was not the fact that it hit the ground, but there was two players ready to go. Dylan Edwards, Nathan Cleary, they were alert.
Precisely. Here's Leota again. A ball, a mongrel of the ball for him, but he got down and picked it up.
We've got the bit between the teeth now, Ray, last tackle.
So it's away for Cleary to kick. A little challenge from Tauka Aho. Innocuous. And now it's down to Tupou. So Tupou playing the ball about 15 out from his own line. First night of finals from Panthers Stadium on 9, and you'll see all the finals live and exclusive, and then of course into grand final day, and that's exclusive, and then Origin through the month of November, again exclusive to 9. 40-metre line for Cordner. Now Tedesco. Towards the Josh Morris side of the ground. He and Daniel Tupou working on that side. Manu and Brett Morris working on the other. Cleary puts it high. Edwards is underneath it. Blood streaming from his nose. I would imagine from Wairia Hargreaves and his high tackle. To'o, 15 out.
Hey, Ray, Brad Fittler asked a question before this game about mental scars from last week from the Roosters. Have there been any doubts? But you wonder now, conceded 60 last week. They were trailing on beautifully in this game, leading by 10. They've conceded 2 tries, which I think at their best they'd be disappointed that they did concede. Maybe if there is any doubt, it might be deep now, as that's also deep behind Brett Morris. Chase is good from Panthers. Look at the black jerseys there.
Luai leading the chase, making the tackle, supported by Coruscant and Yo. Now Tedesco, taken by Coruscant. Leota over the top. Still working on a full tank of petrol, Moses.
Ronnie Premier's really put him to the test here.
So Lussick sweeping it off the ground away to Taukeaho. Just inside the 40-metre line, his own end. Cleary kicking early, kicking on 4, and it's gone down for a nice take from Edwards.
Didn't he attack that ball well? It was close to a 40-20 if it bounced. Great play by the fullback.
14 and a half minutes of the first half remaining. Roosters coming off the blocks very fast and leading 6-0, then 10-0, and then we've come back with 10-all now as the Panthers started to get an even amount of possession. They were trying to work on a percentage ratio of about 33% at one stage. So now it's gone away to kick out, and he's pulled down just inside the 20 on 5. Luai picks the ball up, puts a little kick in, and it might be a try for Cleary again.
Okay.
Nathan scored again.
Have a try.
Referee thinks it's a try.
Cleary picks that up clean and grounds it.
Well, this is incredible. This is combinations. They've played together since they've been 14 and 15 years old. Luai just backs himself.
Cleary is onside kick chase.
And look at his halfback. He just read the play. And have a look at this for Courageous. He just dives. Does he get the ball clean? This will show it. Yes, he does.
Nathan Cleary takes clean possession of the ball.
Great finish.
That is incredible. How tough was that?
It's also set up by the run from Kickow, who puts a step on Flanagan. Flanagan has to tackle low, and there's no marker, and Jerome Luai reads that, so he gets into dummy half and he shoots out. Knows that it's the last, knows that he can get a kick close to in goal. But better than that, his halves partner is onside. I think we've seen enough to know that this is a try.
Just ensuring Nathan Cleary's maintained possession all the way to the line. And he has possession and grounds the ball in the in goal. We have a decision.
Can't do any more than try to move the goalposts. That's what he finished up doing. He basically head-butted the pads.
And it's just great combination. Last play, I've no doubt Nathan Cleary was calling for the play to get a kick on. Luai just takes off, instinctive. Harvey Norman replay, he's the footwork. Gets through the line, gets down, plays it quick. Luai just takes off. This is the way he plays on instinct. And look at his halfback, he backs him up. He wasn't sitting back thinking, you should have passed me the ball, I wanted to kick. That's what great combinations do. They're flying at the moment, Penrith. And that's a tough grab.
It's a long history for these two youngsters, the 6 and the 7. They were saying today that he doesn't have to say anything to Jerome Luai. He just looked at him with a certain gesture or a facial, and Luai knows what to do.
Well, he showed more desperation than James Tedesco to get down on that ball as well.
It's such a lovely combination. That's the word, David. That's our word for the night. Telepathic.
Still 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Why are they back so early? So back at Panthers Stadium, it's 16-10 in favour of the home side. the Penrith Panthers 16-10 after trailing 10-0. It's got such a resemblance to the movement of the scoreboard back in round one. Fisher Harris now. With 28 minutes gone. I was reading a story about Luai and Cleary just during the week. It was a nice story about Luai was playing with an unbeatable team, and he was the king. He was the absolute maestro in that side until a bloke called Nathan Cleary came along about a year later, and he made them all cry.
At the start of the year, I was calling for Matt Burton to be 5'8". I didn't know Jerome Luai was this good a player. They had to eat some humble pie. Second in the competition for try assists. He is such a great player, and this combination is only going to get better and better.
Yeah.
It's Lindsay Collins out there now.
NRL Grand Final tickets are strictly limited, and you know the reasons why, and it's sure to sell out. There are also still tickets available for this Sunday's Souths versus the Knights elimination final. Head to nrl.com/tickets to secure your seats to the final series.
Come on, Knights fans. Head down.
Come down the highway. As Lussick puts a kick in, and Edwards attacking the ball again.
Wow, that's a poor sign from the Roosters. That was last tackle, went to the wrong man, rushed kick. And Dylan Edwards brings the ball back to the halfway line. They've lost their way. It was a double change. Tupanua out there for the tricolours as well. But a huge 10 minutes coming up here for both teams into the break.
So played the ball, and the other winger brings it away. Mansour. Coruscant goes back to the centre for Yeo, and then for Cleary, and now for Martin. 25 metres away from the try line again. Cleary showed it. Tedavano's out there. Kick out. Crichton holding it out in one hand. And he's 10 metres out from the line. 5 gone. And Cleary to kick. And Lussick tries to charge it down. Morris is underneath that, and he's got the ball. An enormous challenge from Naden.
Moses, 10 metres. Moses Leota, 10 metres.
Now Moses is given a penalty.
Just want to send our condolences out from Channel 9 to Laurie Fagan's family, a Hall of Famer for the Balmain Tigers. I think he played out here at Penrith too.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, got a phone call today from the great Johnny Lewis, asking us to pass on our condolences to family.
He might have been in the foundation side out here. I might be wrong.
Yeah, he was.
30 metres out from their own line, the Roosters.
Yeah, first touch there for Nat Butcher. He was pushed back, and Lindsay Collins collared by 3 defenders as well.
Here's Liu.
They are right on top, Penrith.
Fisher Harris with a cut above his right eye, out on the bench at the moment. Played then by Nat Butcher in 18. Cleary attacking again that short side over on Tupou and Morris's side. Corner for Flanagan. Flanagan puts a deft kick up in the air, but Edwards eventually up in the air. He had nobody competing against him. This is To'o. Just having a look at the tackles. Coruscant 28 heads the leaderboard, while we are at 25. Crichton, Taukeaho at 24.
6 more tackles here for the Penrith Panthers. Too long in the tackle on Tedavano.
Mansour running off Luai. Played just outside Penrith's 30-metre line. Just getting back to that story about Luai and Cleary. Luai was playing with this champion junior side, and then Cleary came on the scene and started playing with an opposition team. And it finished up that Luai admitted that they all cried when they got absolutely belted by Cleary's outstanding performance. Kick out! Gets inside the 30-metre line. Coruscant. Now Cleary. And he gets it beautifully weighted down into the in goal, and line drop out coming. That's good work by Penrith.
Well, his kicking game tonight, if you broke down every kick Nathan Cleary has done, it's been perfect. Hasn't put any dead, hasn't given away any 7-tackle restarts. And for halfbacks in big games, this is a big part of your role. If the forwards get you in a position, you've got to ice the end of the set with a good kick. That is a great kick.
On your run.
Man on the sideline, Brad Fittler, would be smiling at the performance tonight of Nathan Cleary. He has come on so much in the last 12 months.
I think all the halves are doing a pretty good job, Joe. And Luke Cleary set up the first try down the left-hand side. And they're all Blues, brother. They're all Blues.
Leota. Tedavano just had his legs clipped there by Tupanua. Coruscant, Yo taken by Lussick, and Tupanua there just outside the 10-metre line, adjacent to the uprights, and here is Cleary. Away for Edwards, a dummy, and then he tries to go through. He'll play that will... Did he break the tackle, or is it a second movement?
Edwards, time off.
The referee is saying he's held up in goal. So I take it he broke that first tackle.
Yeah, he did. So he had every right to get up.
10, mate.
So he's got to go out to the 10-metre line. So he was held up in goal. Fourth tackle.
So the fullback, Dylan Edwards, been in the wars tonight, but he's also been good again. Tedavano. So 5 tackles gone. Cleary away. Edwards a kick. Came off a Rooster down to another.
He looked offside then, Boyd Cordner.
I don't know that he was. Here's a penalty going to the Roosters now.
Well, the referee was right on the spot. He was happy with Cordner's positioning. Yeah, that's fine. And Brent Naden got in the way of the dummy half pass.
Levitt, all the momentum the last 20 minutes since they put some points on. That penalty will get the Roosters some momentum. They'd love a try before half-time.
Butcher. .40-metre line. There's Flanagan. Inside ball for Liu. Just outside the 30-metre line. This is Collins with the ball. Now for Flanagan. He goes behind Liu. That's really a knock on by Cleary. And he picked it up, Sutton. I thought he might have missed it. But Cleary had got fingertips on it and it went forward.
Jerome Luai, he'll see the threat. And he'll come flying out of the line to put pressure on Cleary. Just keep your eye on Luai. The bottom of the screen, you'll see the play rush up on Cleary. The ball will go forward. Looking to go wide without having any dominance in the middle of the field. This will be a big half time for Trent Robinson. He's got to make his team believe.
Heads in the back.
Trent Robinson with a negative wave of the head, as was Luke Cleary, but to me it was a knock-on, clearly. So Penrith winning the scrum, and Naden is bundled into the ground. This is Tar. Now Leota. Made some dents out there, I can assure you. And here is Edwards linking up with Martin on that right edge. And Liam plays the ball back for Edwards. A long pass over to Cleary, equally to Luai. And then he shows it to kick out, gives it to Crichton. Crichton's away, one to beat, got the ball to Cleary. Cleary's going in again. Cleary's gone in for a treble. Unbelievable. Look at this. The Panthers in celebration mode.
Oh, Jerome Luai. Stand and applaud, Penrith fans. Watch the trickery, the change of the speed. the hiding of the ball from the opposition and what it does to the defence. Harvey Norman replay. He'll get the ball, watch the change of speed, he hides the ball, goes again, and it just stops the defence on the inside and opens the gap. And Nathan Cleary, 3 tries in a semi-final before half-time. Just watch this. Harvey Norman replay, he'll hide the ball and then accelerate away. Flanagan will chase, and then Crichton goes through Tupanua. And then Nathan Cleary, 3 tries.
In 15 minutes, Joe.
15 minutes. Freddie?
What about how good Jerome Luai grabbed the eyes of Kyle Flanagan. He dummied to kick out. He made it personal when he got his eyes, and that meant Flanagan overchased. And then Crichton come back on the inside. That was absolutely brilliant.
He's not
Luai.
He's not crying now, Brad.
Oh, there's no tears now.
No tears now.
No tears now. Look at that.
Well, when kick out went under, the dummy under with kick out. When kick out came under, Tupanua stops. That's what opens the gap. And then, as Freddie said, he got his eyes. What a play.
So Cleary for 22 to 10. You're right, he hides the ball. It's a tough pass to make and not throw it forward, but he hides the ball and he turns his body. That's how he's hiding it, but at the same time it's easier to pass. So back at Panthers Stadium, and this is just an amazing turnaround. 10-0, the Roosters led, and then Cleary has got, Mansell got 1, but Cleary has got 3 in 15 minutes for 22 plays 10. 2 converted tries. With half-time about a minute and a quarter away. Yo. Edwards, he's been a big contributor, the fullback.
Oh, hasn't he? All their key players. They've been singing the praises of the halves. Coruscant at a dummy half has been dynamite. Dylan Edwards, he's been tough. And the forwards, the foot soldiers, they just roll forward. Their appetite for work.
Tedovano to Coruscant, and then for Luai. Tupanua's down in back play.
Well, he fell
Brett
over.
Morris takes the ball.
He's gone, Tupanua. Getting back in the defensive line, he just fell over.
2 with Joey Manu. Tackle 2.
He's holding a knee.
Tackle 2 with Joey.
This isn't good. When you see players fall over with no one around and in that much agony, this may be an ACL.
Well, that's what they were saying when Sean Johnson went down. It turned out to be an Achilles. But he's up around the bottom of the calf muscle now.
When they get that agony, just look, he's just coming back and then just, oh no, it's his ankle. He just twists his ankle. That's like the clumsy kid in the schoolyard.
Twice winners of the minor premiership, the Panthers. They went on to win the grand final on both occasions in 91 and 03. I'll be watching that unfold again here on the first night of finals. They've gone into touch with the ball now, the Roosters, and again the Panthers celebrating another positive moment in the game. Crowd enjoying it, obviously, a partisan crowd. And as I said at the top of the telecast, just a shame that we couldn't be playing this in front of 22,000. So at Panther Stadium, the Panthers 22, the Roosters at 10. And back at Panthers, a the stadium. And the men in black are about to come back out and resume at 22-10 after an unbelievable start. When I say an unbelievable start, 10-0 against them, and then they, in a period of 15 minutes, have run to a 22-10 lead. Incidentally, the winner of tonight's game advances to week 3. This is Penrith's last game for the year then at Panther Stadium. Their next final, be it next week or the week after, will be at ANZ or Bankwest. And for you Roosters supporters, your next final will be at the Sydney Cricket Ground no matter what. Loser of tonight's game plays the winner of tomorrow's Raiders-Sharks elimination final. The loser of tonight plays the winner of tomorrow's Raiders-Sharks elimination final.
And the Panthers played that first half with just the 15. No Tyrone May or Kurt Capewell into the contest as yet. The Roosters, Mitch Orbison was a late inclusion into the 17. Spent the first 40 on the bench as well.
So Roosters going from right to left towards the northern end now. And Moses Leota is the man that carries the first, or takes the first collision of the second half. Playing the ball on the 10-metre line. And that's Brian To'o out to the 20 now. Second half of the first final of the year. And what an achievement, really, for the game of rugby league. Peter V'landys in the chair and getting the game up and running in amidst the pandemic. And here we are in the finals. He said we can do it, and he was right. He wasn't joking about it. Well done to the league and to you, Pete. Played then by Tedesco, now for Tupou. The Roosters are on the 40-metre line.
Well, they need to be the next to score, Ray, just to get back into this game and get some confidence going again. Body language going into half-time, it was all Penrith. The Roosters need some inspiration here. Leah throws a dummy.
Joey, you were going to check on, we've got Kickoff and Wairua Hargreaves, haven't we, on report. Have they got any baggage, either of them?
Yes, they do. Wairua Hargreaves, he's got history and loading. There he is on the vice. So he may be in trouble. And Kickoff, he's the same. He's got carryover points.
Well, you all know the significance of that. The team that wins this one tonight will go straight to the prelim. And for either club to be without a player like a Wairua Hargreaves or a Kickoff is a hell of a blow. There's Josh Mansour, try scorer, before Nathan Cleary took over. Occupied the throne with the Prince at 5/8. So Yo serving it up there for Leota. He's a fair dinkum bulldog, isn't he? Leota, he'd run through a brick wall if you asked him to. Here's Yo. 3-man tackle, upright tackle. Coming away with Cleary. He turns it back for Naden. And that's a good run by Naden. Back against the grain. Cleary again, over on the left side now. Kicking into the corner. And that's Manu. He's an expert at that. He's a real pilot, isn't he?
Bush spoke at half-time about terrorising the edges there with Flanagan and Cleary. Also that change of angle really causing some problems. They've got good footwork, the Roosters forwards, but the change of angles from this Penrith team with the speed and energy they play at and the speed they play at, really making it tough for the Roosters defence. They're just short of their own 30 now. Tedesco up at first receiver. Good short ball. Taken by Collins.
So Lussick puts it over to Cleary, and Cleary kicking down to Edwards. He didn't have to move an inch. And here's Luai. Played then by Mansour. Edwards joins us just inside the 40-metre line. And Mansour getting his work rate up. Halfway line for Josh. And Coruscant. Luai giving it to Crichton. All these kids, Luai, Crichton, To'o, all played together. The clubs here in Penrith, strong clubs like St Mary's, for instance. And so Coruscant to Cleary. The chase is on from Martin. We've seen an exhibition of his aerial game before. Knock on by Leota, and he's not happy.
Boys.
He's not happy.
Bend your knees, Moses. Bend your knees.
He would have went play on two. I think that's gone back off Liam Martin. Moses didn't have many in front. He looks at Tedavano. No, it's mine. No, too far away. Brad.
Yeah, if you had a look at the high shot there, you saw a lot of Roosters standing there with their hands on their hips and all the black jerseys coming through. That was right under the goalpost. As they flicked the ball backwards, Freddie Lussick.
The tackle has jolted the ball free. It's rolling around and dived on by To'o, and then Naden. It's got to be called back, I would think.
Knock on, no advantage. He's tackled. He's tackled, then he passes. Knock on, no advantage. He's tackled, then he offloads. There's no advantage from the knock on. He's tackled.
I saw a sign in the crowd before the game, the Temora Terrier. I think it's down there behind Freddie. They're holding it up down there. Here, look at the Terrier here. Bang!
Yeah, they beat him tough. Temora.
There it is.
Well, he had a bit of Australian rules in him. They were regarded as a rugby league town at Temora.
Well, it's in Group 9. I played in Group 9. Played under 14s over there. They were turning up on motorbikes to play against you.
Liam Martin played AFL.
I think, no, he said in an interview I read, he said he played a bit of AFL, not AFL, Australian rules down there. I'm pretty sure that's what he meant. Here's the ball from Coruscant to Cleary, and now for Leota. 5 metres out from the line. Here at the southern end, and Cleary double pump and then kick out. They really are there. Now Coruscant let one decoy go, and then Yo, and a penalty to Penrith inside the 10 against the Roosters.
The interesting decision here. You generally take the 2, but they feel as though they're in front now. They're going for 14 lead.
We'll take a break. Okay. Sorry? Okay, tell me. So we're back at Panthers Stadium with Nathan Cleary to attempt a penalty shot for 20 personal points. 20 personal points if he kicks it, and it'll go out to 24-10. Incredible year for them. They came within one game of going through the regular season unbeaten. And here's Cleary then for 24-10. Oh, he's hit the steel work. It bounces back. Where's Pricey? Peter.
It never happened. Once he started doing it, never hit the post. Quick change too there, whilst that was being taken. Tyrone May has gone on for Isaiah Yeo as Picasso slowly to his feet.
No worries.
Yeah, rare miss there for Nathan. They might get more.
Wait, Happy. Wait, Happy. Wait. Hold here. Okay, time on.
10 metres out from the line. And here we go with Tedavano. Played in the grand final. Victory for the Roosters. And here is kick out. And pulled down a metre out. Kick out. Coruscant. Leota. And trying to back up over the line. Playing it. Coruscant going back for depth, and then it's away to Martin, and Martin is pulled down, 5 out, 5 gone. From Edwards, it's gone across to Cleary. He puts a kick in the air. Manu's coming after it, knocked it down, and it's gone away to Crichton. Crichton goes over to score. Crichton has scored. Off a Roosters knock on.
Leave it, Jerome. Jerome. Jerome.
20, look at this crowd coming down from the hill. Bit of a blue started over there. It's
something happened with
dissipating now.
With Cole Flanagan. He was in the tackle.
Okay, Chids.
The attempted tackle on Stephen
We're on
Crichton.
last tackle. We have a try. Just confirming the onside, mate.
Yeah, they love that little kick. Sort of in no man's land there, in between the corner post and the upright. Normally Stephen Crichton is jumping for this one. I think Kickoff's involved and Crichton's out to the left. Ball onside. And they all have momentum.
Panthers left side kick chase, including Jerome Luai, cleared as onside.
The black jerseys.
Ball knocked backwards by Jerome Luai.
Yep, Luai. Quick hands there from Tyrone May. Stephen Crichton on the outside of Kyle Flanagan. Morris stays with his winger. Crichton. What an athlete this man.
Stephen Crichton grounds the ball in the in goal.
What about
we have a decision.
When he grows into his body, isn't he going to be something?
What happened after that?
I'm going to have a word to Jerome.
So the try has been validated.
Jerome Luai. I think he's got to go into the principal's office.
You come running in there, if something explodes, I'm going to have to deal with you as well.
He was choking him though.
Mate.
That's only why I came over, because he was choking him.
Okay, understand?
Yep.
But don't come in and get involved in something, all right?
They're saying Kyle Flanagan was choking him. Harvey Norman replay. Once again, a beautiful kick from Nathan Cleary. They compete. And then look at Stephen Crichton. Gets over. And there's nothing in it, really. Freddie.
There was some footy in that combination. Nathan Cleary, Jerome Luai, Tyrone May and Stephen Crichton. There's the future of the Panthers. Once again, just look at the activity of all the black jerseys. The ball goes in the air. They all keep moving. You just look at the Roosters in the background. All just finding a reason to have a little bit of a walk. Crichton's right arm fend just too strong for Flanagan. It's a pretty good future for the Panthers.
Freddie, and they're only lost this year. Wonga Blake stood this young man up on a couple of occasions. How have you seen his development since then?
Well, no one's beat him since. And I've been watching each week. He comes up against some big players like Lomax and Graham and a few of these other younger blokes. Cleary to make it 28. No mistake there.
Yep.
He hasn't missed one since, Sterlo. He got beat convincingly that day. The game was on the line. And Wonga got him a couple of times on his outside, then his inside. Hasn't happened again. The big thing I noticed also in the first half was him coming out of trouble. A lot of the time they leave it up to Mansour and Toto. But in the first half he had about 7 or 8 runs and did plenty of tough stuff coming out of trouble, really helped his team out.
That was his 16th try for the season. Tomorrow we've got a huge day of NRL finals on 9, starting with the Raiders and the Sharks at GIO Stadium, and then the Storm and the Eels, they face off at Suncorp Stadium. So all the action from 5 p.m. on 9 tomorrow on the Wide World of Sports.
That was brilliant work from Tyrone May as well. Ball got batted back to him. He reacted quickly, caught it well, fired the pass out. He'd only been on there a couple of minutes. Plenty of possession for the Panthers in this second half, and already they've got the scoreboard ticking over.
And young Stephen Crichton, when I say young, he turned, as I said earlier, he turned 20 10 days ago. That's 14 tries in his last 15 matches and 16 tries for the year for Stephen Crichton.
Yeah, he's on the way to being a very, very special player in our game.
So here's Nathan Cleary with 3 tries beside his name. Taken down by Lindsay Collins. Tupou taking the kick, and he carries it out to about the 25-metre point, and then Cleary backed up, gave it to Josh Morris, and he's taken low and high. Underneath by Leota, over the top by Naden. Now for Cordner, gets through the tackle of Naden.
Cleary's the man. 18 points down. He's the man that has to try to dig the Roosters out of this trouble.
So Lussick comes off, and Orbison will go into dummy half. He's out there in 19. 6 again is called. They're just inside the 40-metre red line, down Penrith's end of the ground. Flanagan in for Tupanua. And he'll play the ball on the 30-metre line. Back to Orbison, who's out there now. And then Liu. So the Roosters, after a comfortable start, have had 28 points unanswered scored against them. Flanagan behind one, and it's gone to Tedesco. He's close to the line. Is he over the line? Yes, he is. James Tedesco scores. 28-14 the scoreboard.
Well, look out. They got a 6 to go, and on the back of that 6 to go, Tupanua, he's down again. Oh, look at the blood. Oh, I hope he's okay there. It doesn't look good. Harvey Norman replay. Nice play. Cole Flanagan will go into the line. And Tedesco, watch the show and go. Luai takes the dummy, goes through. And I think it's the boot of Tedesco, or kick out. When he scores, the boot comes around, hits Tupanua in the head. Watch Luai here, Jerome Luai. He'll take the dummy. Goes out, kick out. Hasn't got the speed to stop him. Great try by Tedesco. You get a boot? Oh yeah, you got the boot of Dylan Edwards. Swung around. Hit him right in the forehead. Well, there's a warning for Penrith. First time they were down there, feels like, what, 40 minutes? They haven't been down in an attacking situation. And the big guns stand up.
So Flanagan at 28-14.
Very important kick here to get 2 converted tries behind.
So he's about 12 metres in from touch. And he's got it.
Yes.
2 converted tries the margin. Telstra is proud to be Tupanua coming off. Telstra is proud to be the naming rights partner of the NRL Telstra Women's Premiership. They're a great supporter of the game, aren't they, Telstra? Wonderful supporters.
NRL David Middleton has just told me that the 16 points the Roosters have accrued here is the most points Panthers have conceded in a game since round 9, halfway through the year. Brad Fittler.
Yeah, just on James Tedesco talking about the Stars. 15 runs, 165 metres. That's a boast from both teams. And in that set, he had 2 runs. The first run,
kick out was grabbed at an arm. I'm sorry, Brad.
That's fine, right? They're on a roll now, the Roosters.
Morris. Kick out's all right. I thought for a moment he'd busted something big time. Here's Butcher. Oh. Just for a moment I thought he really had a problem, and then he
Nathan and
fell
Brett.
and collided with Stephen Crichton. Penalty goes to the Roosters.
Here they come.
Cleary then finding the line. 25 out from the Panthers line. And Lindsay Collins. Plenty of leg drive and their valuable yards. Playing it back to Mitchell Orbison and then away. And Butcher stepping off his right foot. Tedovano, the main tackler there with Coruscant. Orbison comes away. Flanagan. That's Collins again. His second effort in this particular set. And Orbison then comes away for Cleary to go to Flanagan, and Crichton is tackled over there by Luai. Orbison sweeps it back deep to Cleary. Now Cordner. And Boyd is held there by Fisher, Harris and Martin. 5 tackles gone for the Roosters. They're 12 behind, 28-16. Cleary chips it into the corner and knocked on by Penrith. Knocked on by To'o.
You want a challenge? Huh? The call is Roosters feed, tackled in the touch.
The ball was knocked back from Daniel Tupou. And
Shot clock
To'o
on.
gets taken out. I've never seen the Roosters coach, Trent Robinson, so animated in the box next door to us. You can see how much it means to him. They're sponsored off Magic Glass. I hope that is Magic Glass, because
Wow.
we may have work cover here soon.
Come on, boys, come on.
So here they go, away to the right. And Tedesco playing at 10 metres out. So Manu is held by the Panthers 15. Capewell is out there now. Now for Crichton. He's going to have to play the ball a couple of metres away from the line. Orbison, a floating pass, and Cordner fell over. It's picked up out by Josh Morris out on the left. He'll play a 10 out from the line. And here's Tedesco trying to, there's 6 more tackles, so the Roosters really have got the advantages here.
Read it beautifully. Saw Nathan Cleary at the side of the play. The ball ran at him. Got 6 again. Lindsay Collins, centre field, inside the 10, inside the 5.
Very good leg drive. So Collins for Orbison. Now it's with Liu. And he's held by Fisher Harris. They might be outnumbered on the right side. Orbison's gone that way. It's with Flanagan and gone to Manu. Manu to Cleary. Cleary drifting across, crabbing, losing a little bit of ground. Cordner. Josh Morris fends one away, and then a 2-man tackle ends his progress, and he plays the ball. Cordner's with it now. Shoving back in, coming back towards the short side, getting it back to Cleary. He grubber kicks. It's on the ground, and Luai has got the ball, and will he be trapped? He passes in goal, and To'o eventually is tackled.
Oh, what about the run from Cordner? That's a captain's knock. Charges in the defensive line, generates an offload, and then on the back of the offload, Cleary, look at this for a run. He just charges, gets an offload, and Cleary looks up. Look at the halves there pushing through. Been a big shift in this game. All the running now with the Roosters. Can they hold on? Penrith.
They've got a sniff, haven't they? The champions.
So line drop out would give the Roosters their 3rd consecutive set. Bounces good for Flanagan, friendly. Now Collins comes charging back. He's been really good with his contribution of runs in the last 5 or 6 minutes. And now it's away to Flanagan. This is Butcher getting out of a tackle, and Cleary has to ride him to the ground like a bronco. Penalty goes to Penrith. There's an obstruction.
This is a real shame for this contest.
I think he wants a challenge.
Okay, cheers. Roosters, okay, mate. Roosters are challenging the ruling of obstruction.
Yeah, I think the coach wanted that.
Okay. It's challenge, mate, so they'll look at it.
There is no way that's an obstruction. There is no way. Boyd Cordner's just pushing up, supporting the play. And in the contest, Nat Butcher just bounces out. No one is impeded.
No, Nathan Cleary,
Nathan Cleary isn't impeded at all. Boyd Cordner doing what he does best, pushing forward.
Yep, and running on the inside. That's
Nat
behind.
Butcher has been bumped behind the lead runner rather than run round. And Nathan Cleary hasn't been disadvantaged.
There we go. Good challenge.
Challenge is successful.
That could be a big, big moment in this game. 20 minutes to go. Roosters keep possession.
Okay, Lindsay Collins has got to play it. We're on tackle 1. Lindsay's got to play it. It's back to the previous.
Well, given the way they look at this rule, I feel like
Where?
that's the right decision. But I've got to say, Nathan Cleary, when he's held on Boyd Cordner, he then has to chase to the right. That's how he gets wrong-footed on the inside. I never like players running behind another player. And I've got to say, I wouldn't have given it. I would have called it a penalty. But in the way they rule it these days, I'm happy with the decision.
So the Roosters come again. So Tauke Aho played it, and it's gone along the line to Tedesco, and Luai makes the tackle.
They've moved Cleary to the right side. They've swapped the halves over.
20 metres out. Crichton, Angus, Wairia Hargreaves. Just inside the 20-metre line. 4th tackle gone, and it's with Flanagan, and now Cleary, and then he goes to Cordner, and Cordner is jammed up by the defence. 5 tackles gone. Played by Cordner, it's gone away from Morris to Cleary. He puts the kick up and they fly high, and the Roosters have gone in with Crichton, but it's been pulled forward.
Wait.
Oh, that was tight. Going through the hands of Joseph Manu. He's ruled to have knocked on.
So a let off for the Panthers, keeping in mind the Roosters probably were on the back of 4 consecutive sets.
But the key, Penrith, they have to keep playing. They cannot just tuck the ball up their jersey and play conservative. Coming out of trouble, they've moved the ball on occasions. They cannot tighten up with all this pressure.
So Coruscant for Capewell. And Capewell to play it just inside the 40. 1 hour of the game gone. 61 minutes gone to be precise. And they're at the halfway line on the 5th tackle. Penrith to Cleary, and he puts a kick high down towards Tedesco. And James takes it safely, makes his run back, and he's tidied up there by Tyrone May. Daniel Tupou, he's pulled down in that low tackle by May, but he broke it. So they're just outside the 20-metre line. They're playing the 3rd tackle, Angus Crichton, and a penalty goes against Penrith.
They're offside. Correct decision by the referee. And you got to applaud the championship qualities of the Roosters. They were down by 18 points and they were absolutely wobbling.
The play to resume on the 30-metre line. There's Angus Crichton. His runs tonight have been so determined.
Since coming back from injury, Ray, he's been a standout.
So Orbison coming across the park, taken by May. Tyrone May in jumper number 14. And Cleary turns it back inside for Cordner. And a one-on-one effort there for Yeo. From Morris, JWH, and then Takeaho. A bouncing ball for Manu. It's 2-on-2. Manu beats one of them all up. He'll play it 5 out. Joseph. Now from Brett Morris. It's come away to Crichton. Crichton to Cleary. Cleary, Takeaho. Right in the centre of the ground. 8 metres out. 5 gone. Orbison. Cleary. Little kick in. And Oh, he's lost it. Back in goal. Dived on by Morris. And let's see what Sutton's got to say.
Yeah, okay.
Touch judges
We are
had
back
something
to
to
tackle
say.
one. I have a try.
Wow.
Just confirming that there's no knock-on from Roosters after it's knocked back by Penrith.
So this man, Josh Morris, has been awarded a try by the ref, but he's gone
Roosters left side
upstairs.
kick chase are onside.
So Tupou and Crichton.
Ball is knocked
compete.
backwards from Brian Toto. Knocked backwards by
That's play on.
Dylan Edwards.
That's play on.
And off the head of Boyd Cordner.
This is going to be a try.
Yeah.
This is a try for Morris.
Here comes the downward pressure.
Grounded in the in
Wow.
goal by Josh Morris. We have a decision.
Wow. 28-20, kick to come. 16 minutes to go.
So it was knocked back by two of the Panthers, To'o and Edwards. And there's the validation of the try, scored by Josh Morris. He's played in 2 grand finals, both with Canterbury, and they lost both of those in 12 and 14.
On the Harvey Norman replay, Luke Cleary kicks Totter. He's put a few down tonight. This one, late, he tries to deliberately knock it back to a teammate. Edwards couldn't gather it in. A falcon off Boyd Cordner.
So does that go down as a try assist for Boyd Cordner off the head? Middo? No?
And just to explain to people at home, if the ball comes off your head, it is not a knock on, it's play on.
So Flanagan has got this to bring them to a converted try. What an incredible game. 10-0 the Roosters led.
They were in all sorts.
Yeah.
Half-time early in the second half.
28 points put on them unanswered.
Panthers were bubbling.
Now we're back to 28-20 with a chance of another 2.
What a kick here.
Straight on line.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful kick.
Yeah.
Tomorrow afternoon we kick off the 2020 NRLW season as the Roosters take on the Dragons and the defending premiers Brisbane Broncos face the Warriors. All the action live and free from 11:30 in the morning on 9.
What are you seeing down there, Freddie?
Oh, it's been fantastic. It's hard to... You look at the Panthers, the way they've held their nerve all year. You got to think it's got to be pretty hard to maintain their nerve at the moment. You've got the ex-premiers, the double ex-premiers coming at you. I've got to say, I think there's a bit of footy justice. We didn't get a good look at that Crichton no try a little bit earlier. But it looked like it went through Joseph Manu's hand. So a little bit of justice. And they're back in the game.
Brett Morris almost out to the 30-metre line. Just repeating that the winner of tonight's game will advance to week 3. So they get the week's rest and they'll play next in the preliminary final.
Get the extra time tonight, Ray. They might need that week off.
You're right, P. We have extra time, 5 by 5, and then they go into Golden Point in finals football. So Orbison for Cleary. Chase is strong from Josh Morris. Edwards underneath it. And safe as they come. Crichton involved in the tackle together with Josh. And now for Naden. And he's 10 metres out from his own line. Held by Orbison and Waria Hargreaves. Now for Mansour.
Great
outside the 20-metre line. Good run by Mansour. Try scorer earlier in the game.
You get the feeling they might need to be more than 28 at the end of this game, Penrith.
May hit by Crichton under the rib cage. Tamo and Tedavano preparing to come into the game again. As Cleary drives one down and Tedesco comes away from his own 20. And he runs into the the Panthers, Kurt Capewell, defending on the left side for Penrith. Brett Morris then picking up 7 metres for his team. Orbison, who's been out there now for some 10 minutes or so, replacing Freddie Lussick. Tupou thrusting the ball down, dived on by Crichton. He was dived on in turn by Liam Martin. Tauke Aho. Here's the Roosters reaching the halfway line with Cleary running towards the recipient. It was Daniel Tupou. Orbison, Cleary. Oh, the kick is charged down by Fisher Harris and dived on and cleaned up by Tedesco.
Yeah, Fisher Harris, a huge effort at this stage of the game to get out and chase the kicker.
Okay, Chids.
31 tackles already.
We're on last tackle. Have a handover.
This is a charge down and not a tackle.
Roosters are challenging the ruling of a handover.
The ruling on field is that the man was making a tackle and it wasn't a charge down, an attempted charge down. It's about the biggest call of the game. No, he's making the tackle. He's making a tackle, it's not a charge down.
Well, just to try and explain, a charge down is when a player
generally has his arms up when he comes through, deliberately trying to stop the kick being executed. Fisher Harris coming in to make a tackle here. It's kicked into him. And he's gone through and made the tackle. That's a huge play from Fisher Harris and for the Penrith Panthers.
Isaiah.
to charge down is to actually attempt to charge the ball down when it's rising off the boot. Whether the hands are involved, I don't know that that's absolutely necessary.
That's what they generally look like, but don't they, Ray?
Oh, absolutely.
That shows how deliberate it is.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing, but a charge down is when one, I'm trying to think of the word, tries to knock the ball down, the rising ball. And there's Cleary making a save, a desperate save. They've got a chance here, 15 metres out. There's 6 in front, and here's Fisher Harris. Centre of the ground, Coruscant, Cleary. Showing it, now Luai. And Jerome Luai is going to play the ball on the last. Coruscant, Cleary, little kick. And up goes Naden, gets the ball away. It's gone from Yo to Coruscant. Long ball picked up by Brett Morris out there.
He must be colourblind. That was the most obvious intercept I've seen for a long time.
Manu. Orbison. Crichton.
Would you be thinking field goal for Penrith at any stage, Andrew?
It depends on the speed of the play of the ball. Because if you miss, it's a 7-tackle restart. To depend on how quick the ruck speed was.
And they haven't been down there for a long, long time, apart from that set of 6, Penrith.
Halfway line. Cleary. Across and hitting Tauke Aho. Cleary diving on the loose ball. 5 gone. Crichton, dummy half. Flanagan kicks, taken down by Naden. Marked by Edwards in the deep. Tauke Aho misses in. And Tedesco tackles his opposite number. Mayer's coming off. And the Panthers with To'o. And now for Edwards to dance away from one. Stand in another, gets it away to Luai. Luai to Mansour.
That's good play. Offloading the ball, and it's moving the defence around, keeping them up, but moving their big men, the Roosters, around defensively. Really good play.
Coruscant played to Mansour. Outside his own 40, reaching halfway.
To go out there now for the last 10 minutes for Penrith.
So here's Cleary across to Naden. Naden taken by Cordner and Cleary. So here's the last. Kick is on. Oh, bad ball to give Cleary, but still, he got away with it. It's bounced in behind Tupou.
What a result. Once again, great kick by Nathan Cleary.
Emphatic chase by the Penrith defence line. And it's away to Tedesco. That's Capewell making the tackle. Just inside the 30-metre line. There's a problem over there for Joseph Manu. So Cordner now with a strong run. Halfway line for the captain. Orbison away to... Oh, JWH has put it down cold.
All up. Shot clock on.
Well, he's public enemy number 1 out here at Penrith. The crowd loved that. It's just taking the oomph out of the Roosters now. 9 minutes to go. Penrith will be in an attacking position at the end of this set. They may just consider field goal.
Loser of tonight's game plays the winner of tomorrow's Raiders-Sharks elimination final. And this is Penrith's last game here at Panthers Stadium. Their next final, be it next week or the week after, will be at ANZ or Bankwest. And of course, the Roosters' next final will be at the Sydney Cricket Ground, come what may. So Naden plays the ball a few metres into Roosters territory. A carry then for Capewell. Second tackle on this set gone. Maria Hargreaves in the tackle. And now Fisher Harris. He's been so good tonight. He's always good, I suppose. He's tough as granite, or tough as teak, I think it is. Now for kick out. Taken by Crichton. Coruscant, Cleary runs into traffic, takes the tackle himself.
Right, Luai has to get in position to kick here.
So Luai's done that, puts the left foot kick in, but Brett Morris has got it covered. And then basically shoulders away from Crichton. He's 10 metres out from his own line. Played by Brett, now for Joseph Manu. Second tackle for the Roosters coming out of their own red zone. Waria Hargreaves up the middle, taken by Angus Crichton running at Luai. We play it on the 30-metre line as we go through from the fourth tackle to Liu. 5 tackles gone on the 40-metre line. The kick for Cleary. No, he's going to hands. Gets the ball away to Taukeiaho. He gets it off to Flanagan. He's the one that has to kick. It's gone down to Edwards. And there he is again, secure. Dylan Edwards.
That was flat at best, that pass.
So, some movement on the bench for the Sydney Roosters. Luai away for Stephen Crichton. Halfway line. Maiden goes into dummy half. He's going for a run. Crowd appealing for a penalty.
Yeah, it wasn't dangerous, that one. Isaiah through the middle.
5 tackles gone then for the Panthers. Cleary cuts one out, goes to Naden. Naden puts a kick in, taken by Tedesco. Back on his own 10-metre line.
6 minutes to go. That's around 3 sets of 6 each team. It's going to take a massive performance and maybe some calculated risk for the Roosters to make a break and get in any position. What a game it's been.
Tedesco. Brad on the sideline.
Lindsay Collins went on for the Roosters. That was their last interchange. The Panthers have one left.
All right, Bradley, thank you. Here's Cleary. A run of about 20 metres. Cordner got the ball away, but it's travelled forward.
On the 10.
The Panthers will come up with a changeover. Trent Robinson riding his men. And as Andrew said quite correctly, I haven't seen this coach this animated ever.
Well, it's been an incredible performance by the team, but also the coach to get this team up and running after being flogged by 60 last week. And then down 28-10 at one stage.
Yeah, they were down 28-10. The 28 points scored against them unanswered.
Penalty.
There's a penalty for crowding. That indication from Sutton, that's crowding. In other words, you're nudging the ball with your knee in the play the ball.
And if Penrith go on to win this game next week for the Roosters, it'll be incredibly difficult to get up again. They've been right up for this game.
And this is where you want your playmakers, Nathan Cleary and Jerome Luai, just to steer things home for the last 4.5 minutes.
I'll behind it.
They've done it well all season. They're well versed. Brad?
Yeah, Nathan Cleary is having a real serious look at the goal. There's about 45 out, and if there's any breeze, it would have been behind him. I reckon he had the distance in him.
Here's Martin. He's going to play the ball just outside the 20-metre line, 10 metres in from touch on the western side. Tamo.
It's been a long time since they've had some good field position, Penrith.
Centre of the ground, Coruscant away, Cleary on, Fisher-Harris with the ball. Now they're 10 metres out. Crichton making the tackle. Coruscant for Yo. Showed it to Tamo. Isaiah Yo playing the ball 8 away from the line. Luai, it came off a Rooster and he is deemed to have played at the ball.
Yeah, he did definitely.
So there's 6 more tackles coming for Penrith. Played by Fisher-Harris. Tamo. And the captain put down to the line. You can see it just a couple of metres away. And Luai dances his way towards the line. He's short by millimetres.
Oh, who makes this tackle?
In fact, the referee is saying that he's held up in goal.
Who makes this tackle around the legs? Desperation by the Roosters.
Time's off, mate.
Lindsay Collins. What a tackle. He may be playing Origin this year, Lindsay. Look at that for an effort. He's been excellent off the bench, Lindsay Collins.
That was very close to being a penalty to the Roosters for double movement. I would imagine it was close to being a penalty to the Roosters. Played there by Yo. And here's the drop goal attempt by Nathan Cleary. He likes it. He's pumping the air. 7 points now the difference.
That's cool. We would have had a couple of thoughts as to what to do there, just whether to keep the football down here and just in case he missed the field goal, don't give the opposition a 20-metre restart with 7 tackles, but he backed himself, as Penrith have done all year. They backed themselves, and they will now get a week off.
Yeah, he stays behind training. Hours on end practicing those drop kicks, Nathan. And under pressure, when it counts...
What's his personal tally, Dave? 21 points. That's not going to go the 10.
Yes, it is. No, he's given the penalty away, Naden. It was going to go the 10, but he couldn't help himself, Brent.
Yeah, so he's been penalised for not letting it go the 10.
Yes.
Now, Cleary's got 21 personal points, most points in a final for the Panthers. Greg Alexander holds the record at 22 in 1990 against the Raiders, major semi-final. So it's a happy 21 at the moment for Nathan Cleary. He's quite happy to play second fiddle to Brandy Alexander.
I think Brandy'd be quite happy to give it up.
Here's Crichton with a charge.
Oh, yes.
He's gone all the way. My goodness. Angus Crichton. He's run with such grit and determination tonight.
Oh, no. Harvey Norman replay. 2 straight runners coming. Liu and Crichton, who's been tremendous tonight. Just burst through Jerome Luai, and Happy Coruscant carries Edwards over. Quick conversion here. So we've got 1 point in a minute and a half, Ray.
Yeah, Flanagan doesn't make mistakes from there. 29 plays 28. It might be bigger than 7,500, and certainly looks it, doesn't it, with some of those crowd shots they're picking up.
What a run. The angle of the run, catching the ball in traffic. He's a brute. Look at the size of him.
He's playing tonight more like the Angus Crichton I remember playing with Souths.
Yeah, I agree. As I say, since coming back from injury, he's really performed strongly every week.
Stay behind
Minute
it.
and a half. The Roosters, they'll need to go 90 metres here.
So Cleary's kickoff is going down to the 10-metre line for Tedesco to use Collins. Kick out comes bouncing off the tackle.
Oh, here we go.
20 metres out from their own line. Brett Morris with the ball. Orbison waiting. Here's Liu. Sending some of the big cannons to the front line.
Where's Tedesco?
And so here's Taukeaho and Cleary, and then away to Josh Morris. He breaks a tackle. And he can't get the ball away. Tucks the legs up. Tackled by To'o and by the 12, Martin. So now it's gone away to Taukeaho again.
Flanagan field goal.
32 metres out. Orbison, he's gone for the drop goal. Cleary hits it. It hasn't got the length. It's bounced about 5 metres away, and they have to cuddle the ball now. Mansour comes out 15 metres.
Tackle one, Josh Mansour.
What a game.
Josh Morris, he gets released down the left side. If he could have found a pass on the inside to Cleary. Here it is here. Morris shows his class, gets on the outside. If the flick inside here to Cleary. Oh, Dylan Edwards read it well. What a game.
So Crichton, Stephen Crichton playing the ball. 10 seconds of the game remaining. 1 point the difference. 29-28. The minor premiers over the defending premiers. Siren in the background. The arms go up. Referee says that's it. Game is over. Panthers win. They trailed 10-0. They went to 28-10. And then they've won by a point. 29-28 in favour of the Penrith Panthers.